July 2nd, 2024. I am back to my life at home, attempting to find some sort of routine and to reset my life again, to find some feeling of freshness and grounding. It's been about a week since I got back from 3 weeks of traveling through Singapore and Malaysia. It was an inspiring and beautiful trip filled with serendipities and synchronicities, where the timing of events just happened to coincide. Or I was in the right place in the right time to meet certain people, create connections that led to other connections that later revealed to connect back to a close friend at home. What do I make of it? What does this mean for me? I'm left pondering on my own. When coincidences like this happen, how do you make sense of it? It happens often to me, especially when I travel. Like when I went on a solo trip to Bali in 2019 and bumped into a college friend and then a high school friend at cafes on 2 separate occasions. I'm often serendipitously meeting familiar faces when I'm abroad. I don't know what to make of it, but all that I'm led back to is this idea that synchronicities are a sign from the universe telling me that I'm on the right path. It kind of feels like I'm smiling at life and life is smiling back at me.
Ready? RIP. Those clips you just saw were the last clips that I am going to take on this vlog camera. It has been hanging on by a thread, and today the screws came off at the restaurant and we lost them forever. That's the end of that one. Now I'm just unboxing some new camera gear. After my trip, I got inspired from the other creators and I learned about a lot of other little tools that I could get. I immediately went shopping when I got home. Apparently this is like a phone stand, thin and easy to take wherever. Does this stick on my phone? Yeah, it does. Oh, nice. Just a little stand. Thanks, Alyssa. This is also another rec from Alyssa Lenore. Oh, there you go. It's like suction cups, magnetic, sticks to your phone, and I can stick it on like a mirror or a window. Oh, I can take selfies. Oh, this is bigger than I imagined. I bought a new tripod because the one I brought to Singapore was broken. Literally wouldn't stay up. This is much bigger than I thought, but I think I'll definitely use this. Oh, it's both the phone clamp and the camera. This goes so tall.
Another concept I'm pondering is how much quicker time seems to pass as we get older. The perception of time is a funny thing. Since we've experienced more years in our life, the months feel shorter and the days fly by. I am changing and evolving through time, and it feels a bit hard to grasp who I am and who I'm becoming, as well as the insights that I have to share at that time. It seems that if I let too much time pass, the impact of certain lessons are lost because I've moved on to another thought or another lesson. Over the past 10 years, there have been times where I was so passionate or very intrigued by certain concepts or lessons. And now that I'm moved on, I can't really speak or write about those concepts with the same energy. Makes sense though, we aren't meant to linger on any lesson for too long. Once we learn from it, we're meant to move on to the next thing. What happens when I want to write a book then? Who I am now is different than who I was before. Sometimes I fear that who I was before may have been better at relating with people because it was more fresh then. The longer I wait, the more I change and the more my perspective evolves. Sometimes that's helpful, but sometimes it might take me further from the source and the raw emotion or energy of it as the memory recedes further and further into my past. This is why art is only a current expression of the artist. This journal entry and video only reflects who I am now, not who I will be tomorrow or next week. Every day I change a little. A new part of myself and my story unfolds bit by bit. In this life, we must learn to accept change as it comes, to embrace our ever-evolving self and know that we can't be tied to any certain identity, as it will all change over time. We are in a continuous state of becoming. Another theme of life right now is resetting my space, habits, and lifestyle, doing all that I can to achieve alignment. This ideal that can be measured by how good I feel in my space and in my life. It's the result of doing the things that make me feel aligned to my authentic self and at peace. Getting things in order, tidying up, resetting my foundation. Coming back from travels, there's always that transition time of unpacking, cleaning, and reorganizing life. It's tedious and tiring, but it can also be a nice opportunity to reset and be intentional about how I want to restart life again. I joined a new Pilates studio this week as one new aspect to nurture my physical health. Through this process that takes a lot of time and work, on top of the work for my business that all needs to be tended to, the lesson I'm learning here is patience with myself. Patience to sit with the mess, patience to sit with the discomfort of this process of realigning with my ideal.
Do you have any injuries?
No.
Let me continue
All good things take time, and we can't expect for things to be perfect or perfectly balanced all the time. Life feels like a game of continuous rebalancing and realigning. Sometimes certain areas take more priority and weight until their time is over, and then something else takes priority in an effort to rebalance and realign. In that way, life is a dance. As a work of art, it's more a dance in motion than a statue sitting still. Rather than a finished work of art, it is a work of art that is in the process of becoming, unfolding and unveiling itself with each step. Sometimes we get so lost in the steps that we don't realize that we've made it to the other side of the room. We are moving in the micro and the macro. So, patience. Patience with the little things, the little steps, and soon we will have made it closer to our ideal, whether that is a goal, a destination, or simply a more experienced, graceful level of dance skills.
All right, Toki. Are you ready to walk? Toki, sit.
Maybe the goal isn't in finishing anywhere, but in becoming a better dancer. I often like to say that life is not just about achieving your goals, but more so it's about who you become in the process of achieving those goals. How you grow and evolve to become your fullest, most authentic, most confident, or most loving self. That's not to say that we shouldn't set any goals. Goals are the dreams that inspire us to take motion. They are the dreams that inspire us to get up and dance. And the more we dance, the better dancers we become. I find that if I see life this way, it feels more relaxed. I don't have to feel so anxious about everything working out perfectly. I just acknowledge that to even have a dream and to be taking action towards it is enough. That is enough for my own growth and evolution through life. As long as you are doing that, you can feel comforted that you are on the right path. you enjoyed today's video concept. It's a new series I'm calling Diary of Becoming, where I'm reading a journal entry, literally my thoughts on life right now, and sharing glimpses of my life visually. Let me know down below, who do you feel like you are becoming right now? Maybe you are becoming a more confident person. Maybe you are becoming bolder with better boundaries. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on your journey. Sending you lots of love. See you in the next one. Bye.